watching social media, everybody wanted to know why was the decision made not to put out one of the guys we do know. We do know Pierce Johnson. We do know Baseball Hernandez. Why were they not out there when things started going awry for the Braves late in the ball game? You had a close game, and then things got out of hand in the seventh inning as you saw a 4-4 game go to a 7-4 game. And something of what you said, B-Fin, maybe because you were trying to turn the lineup over. It was a bottom third going into the top. Maybe you think you get one out and you can limit the damage. But when you have a chance to put out a fire, and I think when you look at San Diego, you're looking at a mirror of the Atlanta Braves. They can make you pay for leaving the door open, and the door was just cracked open by Hector Neris, and he was not able to get anybody out in that seventh inning. 3 runs come across, and that turned out to be the game.
Yeah, no doubt. He had an opportunity against a kind of a phenom, if you will, pitcher for the San Diego Padres. This Jacob kid.
Yeah.
I don't think he got over 87, and that was one pitch he had at 87. 85, 77, sweepers, curves, change-ups all over the place. 12 pitch at bat to Profar, who grounds out to first. He wore his ass out. Then Riley comes up 2 pitches later and hits the bomb, I believe, to put you up 4-3. And then he kind of settles in a little bit. They go one more pitching change to get out of that inning. So he had an opportunity there, but couldn't put any more runs on the board. So, and then at that point, that's when they started bringing in guys that could just throw, dude. Sometimes they just look a little bit different, and that was the case towards the end of that game.
Now,
98, 97, 90, whatever from Estrada for them as well. So it gets tough to hit those guys late when you got those big boppers on the mound bringing the heat.
Well, you had a little traffic on the bases, had a chance to have the tying run come to the plate with Marcell Ozuna at the plate with 2 guys on, 3-run bop. There you go. We're going to extra innings, but he strikes out, and then Ozzie grounds out to end the game. So Braves went down swinging proverbially, and now they just have to figure out how to deal with the bullpen. Now that they've seen some arms come out of there, maybe the next time around, Saturday night, if you see some of the same guys out there, you get a chance to get some payback because the Padres were lights out with their guys coming out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they absolutely were, and it almost feels like a different field. That's why I say I really like Grant Holmes. Grant Holmes coming in, he had a couple that were up there at 96, 97 miles an hour with some nasty stuff. You look at a lot of bullpens around the league, and it's just flamethrower after flamethrower. Guys are going to come in and empty the tank for 3 or 4 batters, and that's it. It feels like the Braves don't have that. It's never felt like the Braves have really had flamethrowers. I think it also expedites how quickly does Craig Kimbrell get ready down at AAA Gwinnett. Like, there's things you need guys that have been in positions before. Not going to panic. It's 1 of 162. But that was just something we talked about a lot leading into the regular season. The bullpen was a concern. And yesterday, to me, it was more who you brought in, not can they get guys out. Like, that should have been Hernandez. That should have been Pierce Johnson.
Tell me why.
I trust those guys. I don't know.
You went out and got a guy, right, in Neris to come in here and do your job. He just didn't get it done last night, yesterday afternoon. So I don't know. You have options for sure, and he picked the wrong one, I guess. So he felt like it was a good spot. He told us as much, and it just didn't work out. It's going to happen. The text messages from you yahoos, and I know it's kind of, you guys are being facetious. Season's over. Cut Neris. All the different things.
Leave him in San Diego.
It's ridiculous, man.
I said Neris needs to hit the nearest exit.
What's in Snit's water bottle? It's all kinds of. It's visceral reaction from emotional people when things go down. But to the point where you saw that Chris Sale wasn't 100% on. It took him a while to shake off what he did in the first inning. When you're a relief pitcher, you don't have that grace. So it's his first time out there. Nobody is settled in on anything, so really no reason to go crazy about Hector Neris' performance, even though it does beg the question. If you do have, some veterans who've been out there before, what was the decision to go to him first? I think that's a fair critique and fair question for Braves country to ask.
Yeah, but he is a veteran.
He is, and so is Pierce Johnson.
I know.
So is Baseball Hernandez. We've seen those guys before. But, if they go out there and blow it, then we'll say, well, how come you didn't go to Hector Neris? So it's one of those deals where we think over the long term, Snit will be okay.